You are now listening to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
My name is DJ Vince Adams. I absolutely appreciate what the Chicago Clubhouse crew is doing for the city of Chicago.
Hey, young world, what's good? It's your boy Bernard Varian, a.k.a. B Twice.
What up? This is Rasheed Davis, former Chicago Bears wide receiver.
Hey, my name is Lemuel Stinson, a.k.a. Lemonhead, formerly of the Chicago Bears.
What's up? My name is C.J. Watson, former Bulls guard and bench bomb creator.
This is two-time six-man all-star baller Ricky Deuces Pierce.
What's up, people? This is Chicago radio legend Rick Party, the voice you hear everywhere.
My name is Pee-wee from the movie House Party.
This is Megan Martinez from the Good and Funny podcast.
Hey, this is Bubba Ball from the Shits podcast.
Hey, this is Nika from One Shot Wellness, repping from the ATL, dropping some drips on that Chi-Town Clubhouse podcast.
This is Sherry, and you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
You're now rocking with Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
Where they think they know everything.
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 But they don't know shit.
But they don't know shit.
But they don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But honestly, they don't know shit.
And I smell something. I smell podcast. The Chicago Clubhouse Podcast Show.
They really don't know shit.
You already know what time it is.
You see this Eddie Jackson jersey right here? Take this.
This dude literally just took my soul.
So I didn't like playing with Brett Favre at all.
You could have waited until the draft if you wanted to look at another quarterback. You didn't have to sign Andy Dalton, who is really nothing but a backup.
Evander Holyfield is 58 years old. What you want to fight a 58-year-old man?
But man, he wants to keep fighting.
Because he want to fight him. Okay, it's an exhibition.
But yeah, it's an exhibition because, you know.
This ain't Drago and Apollo Creed, man. Ain't nobody about to.
Man, Martin and Tommy Hearns was an exhibition. You saw what happened to Martin.
This could hurt.
Thanks, Hayden. Nothing but the best.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, bro, tough for real, man.
Yeah, man. He like tougher than some grown folks I know, man.
That as a coach, your job is to give your players the best opportunity to have success.
Michael Jordan, when he came back at LeBron James' age, he was a straight up nothing.
That is blasphemy on his computer right now.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. Without Dennis Rodman, I couldn't see them winning like they did those second three championships. I can't see it.
I agree.
And now I'm the voice of SportsCenter on ESPN. Now on SportsCenter. Tonight, LeBron James. And whatever.
Do you guys really coach how exactly to tackle correctly? Because I see it all over the league now. People cannot tackle like they did whenever you guys played. But do you guys practice tackling at all?
Yo. What's going on? It's the podcast where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. But what we do know today is that Jim Harbaugh supposedly is going to the Minnesota Vikings. Did we miss that boat? I don't know. Also, we got a great guest today. He's only going to be on for a limited time, so we're going to have to get him in here real quick. So let me introduce the All-Star team. First up, my man, the stat man. Last week I didn't say it, but this week I'm going to make sure I say it. He knows every single stat from the 80s and 90s, basketball and football. My man, JB.
What up, bro? What up? What's going on, kid?
can't call it, man. I got my Black History T-shirt on, though, man.
Hey, I like that, man. Where can I cop that? Yeah.
Man, I went on 75th Street to Lil Ray store. He got my shit.
Hey, look, well, I ain't mad. I like that. We'll chat it up afterwards. I got to represent that. I love that.
Next up, thank you, man. Next up, my man, X Factor, AB.
Snow! So much damn snow. What the hell am I gonna do? I don't even know.
Lay your ass out there and watch Secret. That's what you gonna do.
See right there, wherever it says blowing snow right there? That's where I am.
Damn,
10 to 18 for me, man.
Oh, wow.
10 to 18.
With the little Urlacher. The Urlacher got the skull cap on and shit.
He's ready to go, man.
Hey, shout out to CJ Scott Podcast, who got the logo in the corner.
Yes. Oh.
CJ Scott Podcast. We did that on purpose.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out our guy, CJ Scott.
Love you guys. We love you guys. You can take
it off now. Yeah, there's the right logo. Okay. Also, rounding up the All-Star team, the new guy who's gonna be on here permanently. Foul Mouth C.
What up?
What up, Foul Mouth?
What up, man? Having some technical difficulties around here, man.
I didn't even say foul mouth. I said foul mouth.
Nice guy.
Mouth.
Oh, MOUF, mouth.
Yes, foul mouth. Well, man, I'm not even gonna waste no more time, man. Our guest today, hometown hero, another hometown hero. We had Kendall Gill last week. He was the basketball hometown hero. Now we got the football hometown hero. He went to St. Rita High School. Mm-hmm. Then he went to University of Wisconsin in Madison.
Madison, yeah.
For college. Then he went to the Bears. He was undrafted, but I mean, he showed why he should be in the NFL because he's stuck. You know, usually if you're undrafted, you probably ain't even gonna make the team.
Yeah.
But he made the team and he stayed for a second. So let's bring him in. Speedy wide receiver Ahmad Merritt.
What's good, fellas? What's good, boys?
What's up?
What's good, homie? You dressed like you outside.
Man, I'm up. I'm actually at a basketball game here in Lake Forest, man.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the big games for the season here. So I'm just checking it out.
Okay.
Coming to support my kids. You know, I coach at Lake Forest High School, so
nice.
Really?
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
coming to support my boys, man. Check them out in the hoop game.
Right.
You know.
Well,
hey, Foul Mouth.
Yeah.
You paid that bill, dog?
Man, it's this new mic I got, man. I'm trying to get it to work, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you was having some technical difficulties. They ain't received that check or something.
Man.
So what's up with you, Ahmad? How you feel, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I appreciate you brothers for having me, man. I appreciate the opportunity to chop it up with you for a little bit.
So how's retirement, man? How is retirement?
Man, retirement is lovely, dog. It's lovely. I'm not getting beat over the head no more. You know, I'm not getting beat over the head no more. I'm not looking over my shoulders no more. You know.
So you were shaping your future before you even got out the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Man. You want to go there? You ready to go there?
Yeah, let's dive right in.
Ready to go there.
Let's dive right in.
Dog. So I was telling T Nick, you know, a couple of days ago how I got into the real estate game as a rookie in the league. So my first year there, you know, undrafted, man, you thinking about other opportunities. Like you have a whole different perspective on the situation. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm thinking about life after the game already. You know, so right as a rookie, man, I went and got my real estate license.
Nice.
Smart.
And I just started selling all my teammates' homes.
Already bet you already had a fan
Taking their
base.
money from day one.
I already had a niche market. I had my clientele was in the locker room with me, man.
That's awesome.
Smart.
You know what I mean? So I started doing that like day one, you know, and I was getting them in when they was coming in. I was getting them when they was going out.
Steady business.
And you know what? It was just a little side hustle. That's it. Because I was making money playing ball. So what really made it jump off was the fact that the guys were able to trust me because, you know, I wasn't trying to sell them houses for the sake of a commission because I didn't really care if they bought it or not. I was making bread doing other things, you know. Right. So I'm not like your typical agent who this is their bread and butter. Like they got to sell you a house. You know, I want you to buy a house, first of all, if it's the right thing for you. Some guys I had to talk off the ledge like, yo, bro, you just signed a 1-year deal, man. I think you probably need to go rent something, to be honest. Yeah. You know, so guys, you know, they appreciate that, right? Yeah. So it wasn't about the money for me, man. I was building relationships with my buddies, and they were able to trust the fact that I was looking out for their best interest. And I'm a player, so I kind of know what you're looking for. Absolutely. You know, I know based on your contract situation, what you really need. Like, is it time to get that $1 million house, or is it time to just, you know, keep it a little bit modest and go buy that $300,000 house until you get the bigger deal? You know, where other agents, they don't have any idea of your contract situation and your situation as a player. You know what I mean? So it worked out well, man. And my career started there in real estate, and I quickly got into investing. You know, right after I was, you know, in the league for a couple of years, I made a little bit of money, and I just went and bought a bunch of apartment buildings, man, like a ton of them.
Oh, nice.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
There you go.
So I bought a bunch of apartment buildings. All that passive income was coming in, and I didn't even really need it. You know, it was like if it was coming in, it was coming in. If not, it wasn't, right?
Now, see, Ahmad, that sounds like a blueprint for success for some of these young players that's coming in when they need to learn how to manage their money.
Yes, sir.
Instead of buying that chain and that 20 cars, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So you're exactly right about that. So what I did, you know, as I progressed in my career and got a little bit, well, I'll tell you about where I'm doing now. But what I did was I created a team of real estate brokers. Mm-hmm. That were athletes, former athletes, current and former athletes that are real estate brokers.
Okay.
So we got a team. We call it the program.
I love the name. One of my favorite movies.
My hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Bears colors too. I love it.
I need one of those.
Bears colors, yes, sir.
Throw those out, man. Hell yeah, I love those.
Oh, and it's a 5950. Oh yeah, we run.
Man, come on, man. We only do it the right way.
We gotta get a couple of those from you right now.
So who's part of the program? Who you got in there?
Oh, who's part of it?
Yeah.
I thought you said who started it.
I know you.
So we got, and I won't say their names because I don't want to put them on blast right now. But I mean, Rashid's in. You already know Sheed.
Right.
You know, we helped Sheed get his license, and now he's starting to sell real estate and get into this investing with me. We out looking at properties. We were looking at properties today, as a matter of fact. We looked at a 50-unit building out in Indiana. So Sheed and I was on that property tour today. But we got you guys ain't gonna like this. We got like 7 Packers. But at the end of the day, it's all love, right? At the end of the day, it's all love, man.
Now, those are the guys you got to be conning out of their money.
It's all love at the end of the day, man.
Last time I heard money was green.
At the end of the day, when it's real life, you got to take care of the people, man. Yeah. So we got some of them. We got some 49ers guys going through it. We got some Arizona Cardinals on board with us. We got some.
Now, see, you nationwide now, but just by saying that.
Yeah, so the whole idea, bro, is that, you know, we need boots on the ground in every state. So we collab together, right? We got pro athlete agents in every friggin' state. That's the goal.
Wow. So can regular Joe Blows, can they join?
I'm just joking. Only you, T, Nick. Only you, bro.
So the regular Joe Blows, they can't benefit from. Oh yeah, Rashid, he on my team. He on my team. Ahmad, he on my team.
Yeah, we again, so far it's been like, strictly us, but we have let a couple successful agents that wanted to kind of leverage that whole thing and increase their business. We have let them in and be a part of the team, and it depends. Like I told you, man, on the phone, I'm looking to help everybody, kind of understand how we need to create this wealth, man. It's out there, bro. It's out there. We just need to know what to do. And I got my license in 2000. I've been doing this for 22 years, dog.
Long time. That's a long time.
So, to fast forward to today, like I told you, it started with just selling houses to my teammates. Now I'm building these subdivisions.
Yikes.
You heard him say building.
Yeah, building.
Not purchasing, building.
I bought the dirt. I bought the dirt, split it up into individual parcels and put homes on it, man. Sell them.
That's awesome.
Hey, Ahmad, Monopoly.
Monopoly, right?
He ain't got the price of lumber went down, man. I bet that lumber cost was bad for you for a while. Ooh.
It is what it is. Like here, what the great thing about that is? I ain't got to do it.
True.
So when prices are through the roof, guess what I do?
Wait.
Just go sit back and chill and
sit back and
wait for it to come back down.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Love that.
I ain't got to do it.
So let's get into some football before.
Please, because I had a question.
Before you got to go. Yeah. Dick Geron, how was it playing with him versus playing with Lovey?
Man, dog, put me on the spot. Who watching this? Let's see.
Oh, don't worry.
I think Lovey watching.
Man, I will say this, man. I love Dick. Man. He was a great coach. And so I'm coming out of the University of Wisconsin as a college athlete. You are accustomed to like what coach says goes. Coach is like daddy, like that's boss. Like you don't go against the boss. You don't go against the coach. Well, when I got here, Dick, one thing that stuck out with me in the way that he treated us like men. He treated us men. He was like, I'm not your boss. I'm here with you. I'm like a colleague with you, and we're trying to do this together. You know what I mean? So he didn't like treat us grown men like kids. And I will say the other gentleman, I was here for his first year.
Right.
And that was his first year as a head coach. And man, like a lot of stuff just changed. Like a lot of, it felt like I'm a first year head coach and I'm here to lay down the law.
So it changed for the worse.
You
had to build the culture.
It got better later, but it was more like I think it was just the first year, right? It was his first year. So he was more, he thought that he needed to be, lay down a hammer and be a boss and be like, hey, you can't, little stuff. You can't park in those parking spaces anymore.
So like a rookie cop.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
A little bit, So, and that, from talking to guys that have been here, that were here after me, I think that got better a little bit later on. And he probably, because he had some experience, he started figuring out, that wasn't the way to go about it. But that first year was, and that was the only year I was with him. That first year was just, it was boo-hoo.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Crazy.
Do you have a take on what these Bears are doing now?
So, yeah, for sure. Of course. I'm up in the area. Like I live here in Lake Forest, Lake Bluff. So I'm right down the street. I see Nagy and I see Pace and all those guys regularly out and about in our neighborhood and stuff like that. I don't blame those guys for everything, right? At some point, bruh, you got to put the onus on these players.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Sometimes they got to take some ownership for the product that they putting on the field. You know, I don't think for 1 second that these guys are out there, you know, trying to suck as coaches and GMs, right? They have certainly made mistakes, right? There's no doubt about it, like the obvious ones you can talk about, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, ain't nobody bust that coverage and let that dude run down the field 40 yards by himself. I'm sure he didn't call, hey, let's run, cover 2, blitz, bust that shit. That wasn't the call.
But that's got to be on the coach, though, right? That's got to be on the coach.
At the end of the day, it falls on the coach, right? Because he's the man responsible. But my point is, in reality, like, you know, you can't control certain things.
Well, but like we were saying, and I hate to bring up other teams when we're talking to a Bear, but just like when we watched that Tampa Bay Buccaneers game with the Cooper Kupp coverage, the call itself may have been risky, but the components didn't do what they were supposed to do. That's what you're speaking of.
That's what I'm speaking on.
Yeah.
Right.
That's on the
If
play.
you're not where you're supposed to be.
Coaching, or does that come down just to players not doing what they're supposed to? Because a coach is supposed to have his guys disciplined enough to know what to do in those situations.
All right, man. I can tell you all day, man. You got to wear a blue hoodie and a black T-shirt for the podcast today.
Yeah.
And then your ass show up with the white hoodie on and a black tee. What am I supposed to do?
That's not on the coach.
You tell me
I
bye.
told you that 12 times, bro. You know, so I'm not excusing, you know, the coaching and some of the decisions that were made, because we all know that there were some bonehead decisions or whatever. But my point is, like, they can't take everything, man. We got to put some of this on. Hey, I saw you in the little preview. You throwing away the Eddie Jackson jersey.
Yes, yes, man. You've been playing like trash. So you know what? I took his jersey and put it in trash. I haven't worn it since.
Man, that's my point, though. Like, that cat was, you know, he had a phenomenal first and second
I'll
year.
say first two.
First 2 years are phenomenal, right?
Then you got paid.
Got a little bread. Now what?
But see, I don't want to just say he lost his hunger, because there's a lot of other, you know, dominoes that fell with that. But then he's just making a lot of bonehead plays too. So, like you said, you can tell a person 1,000 times what to do, and if they don't do it,
Bro, we are professional athletes.
Yeah.
For example, my coach, all right, let's say we called a play and I'm supposed to run a slant route. Y'all know what a slant route is. 3 steps, you know, it's on 3 steps. Like, I've been learning that since I was in high school. Shout out to St. Rita Mustangs, baby. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like, and I go out there and I run a 5-step slant. It's an interception, pick 6, because I ran a 5-step slant. Is that on the coach?
Deep. No, you took it too deep.
Come on. You know, like, at some point, we got to take a little onus as players too, you know. And I'm excited about the new guys, and that's great. I think some fresh blood in here would be great, you know.
So I wanted to ask you about that. That was my question coming in, because we got these new guys that are supposed to change the whole system around. But we got a guy that in some circles I was talking, tell me how you feel. Darnell Mooney reminded some people of you.
Of me?
Of you, yes.
Man, look, hey. Who told you that? Who said that to you?
Because in some circles, so we were saying, like, literally the conversation started off as Darnell Mooney is the next Tyreek Hill. And everybody had a bunch of comparisons to who he really was like. Your name come up, I'm like, oh, 81, 47-yard touchdown in the playoffs against the Eagles on the reverse. Speed guy, return guy. I like that comparison. Because a lot of people didn't realize you were very, very fast. You know, but you was on that Wisconsin team. They didn't run the ball a lot. I mean, they didn't pass the ball a lot. They was running it.
Right.
So that's why I was like, when you hear comparisons like that, you know, we remember little flashes and things like that, what have you. But again, like, how do you feel about that? Because now that's the key now. Everybody wants the next Tyreek Hill. Everybody wants the next Darnell Mooney, 5'10", 5'11". Let's get it. You know, just a guy to go out there. Wish you had been, they had been thinking like that when you was with us, but, you know, now that's the game now.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the comparison. Yeah, I agree. We have the same attributes. You know, I had the speed down the field and things like that. Here's a thing about the league though. Like timing is everything, dog. Like I was here when we ran like for example, Wisconsin, right? I'm in Wisconsin. I'm an actual wideout. Like I can actually run routes and catch balls and run after catch type stuff. But I just happen to be here when they have like one of the best running backs in the league. So now, or in the college history of college football. So now we running the ball 80-20. That's not what you recruited me on. We recruited me on a 60-40 type of deal, right? So timing is everything. I get here in Chicago, right? And we are loaded wide out. Marcus Robinson, Marty Booker, D. Bates, David Terrell.
Oh, you said D. Bates, Northwestern. You Big Ten. You brought it back.
Yeah, bro. Like all those dudes was here when I got here.
Dang.
So I'll tell you this, like, you know, that's how I knew that I belong, because I made a team with all those dudes. There ain't even no spots available. They only keep 6, and they had 7. You know, there weren't even no spots available, and they kept me. So that told me, like, man, you belong, right? So I was just building on that, man, and just kind of put my head down and just was waiting for my opportunity, you know. And it came in special teams, and it came in some other places, but we were always stacked, and we didn't have the Justin Fields, and we didn't have the, you know, so timing, right?
If I'm not mistaken, your 3 years, didn't you have 4 different quarterbacks at one time? Didn't you have 4 different quarterbacks at one time?
3 in one season one time.
You had 3 in one season one time, right? That's what I was right.
They said what?
You want to know a little fun fact?
Please.
Yes, we always do.
12 starting quarterbacks.
Oh my God!
I'm just thinking about that one season because I was like 2-3 games next quarterback, 2 games next quarterback, injury.
You played with 12 different starting quarterbacks.
3 years.
This is a little conversation I have with people over a beer, man. Go ahead, name them. 12 starting quarterbacks that I played with. You're gonna be surprised. You'll be surprised, man. I bet y'all could.
Quarterbacks.
Jim Miller.
1.
Craig Krenzel.
You looking it up?
No, he didn't play with Craig Krenzel.
Krenzel.
I ain't looking it up. I ain't looking it up.
Don't cheat. Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up.
Was it Moses Moreno?
Nope. Don't look it up. Don't cheat.
Who's number 8?
Craig Krenzel. I mean, not Craig Krenzel. Rex Grossman.
Oh, duh. Number 8. Rex
Miller,
Grossman.
Shane Matthews. Danny Werfel. Chad Hutchinson. Jonathan Quinn.
Jonathan Quinn from Michigan.
Henry Burris.
Rick Mira was one of them, wasn't
he? Rick Meyer?
Yeah.
Did you say Chris Chandler? Yeah.
Chris Chandler.
Yeah, okay. I remember that one.
12 in my 4 years here. How are we supposed to have any success? So now my 4.3 speed just goes to waste, right? Bye. It ain't no good because we got no continuity and we got, you know what I'm saying? So timing is everything.
That's 3 quarterbacks a year.
Yeah.
So they have the quarterback situation squared away now, right?
Right. That's what I was thinking about. You had 3 in that 1 year.
Yeah.
That when y'all went to the
technically,
playoffs.
we had 3 for the 4 years we played.
That's
crazy. Sometimes we didn't know who was going to play on Sunday. They would practice like 3 different guys, and we was like, "All right, we got to get ready for each one."
Wow. And was it a big difference between each one?
Was it a big difference between Shane Matthews and Jim Miller? You tell me.
Yes.
One can throw the ball and one can't.
Offense. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Look, one gonna throw you the deep ball at least once.
A little different. So obviously that affected our abilities, all of us, like myself, Marty Booker, you know, Marcus Robinson. That affected all of our abilities to have any kind of success. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it wasn't consistent. We didn't have the consistency that we needed. You know, and the reps with the same guy over and over and over again. So that's the other thing I'll add, and I'll leave with you guys is like consistency is key. So like, man, this whole, you know, fire fast, fire quick stuff, like that ain't good. Like I think you stick with a guy. If you like him, stick with him.
Yeah.
Stick with the coaches, so there's some continuity there. You know.
That's gonna be the problem right now because the Bears they'll keep a head coach, but they'll turn over the coordinators and and the wide receiver coaches and all that. They'll turn them over in a heartbeat.
We don't need another coaching carousel here.
Yeah,
that's all
we
we've had.
So don't
look at the successful teams. They've had the same coaches and the same staff for how long? I mean, there might be obviously some turnover, right? Somebody gets a gig as an OC somewhere or a head coach job somewhere, but like for the most part, Andy Reid kept his whole damn staff there. Probably
they'll promote from within,
yeah,
and they'll keep the same philosophy.
Right.
But he's got the offensive scheme already in place.
Yes.
Sean Payton, Drew Brees.
Sean Payton.
We got Tony Dungy, Peyton Manning.
Yes.
We can keep going on that list. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. They had the schemes already ready in place, and that's what a lot of Bears fans were upset about with this, is that they wanted the offensive scheme. Eric Bieniemy could have been in here playing with a Justin Fields, and you would have had that same kind of rapport year in and year out for another 10, 15 years, man.
And that's the thing. If you bring them in, keep them here, man. Commit to them.
Yes.
They're going to have 1 or 2 bad years. There's growing pains. The dude's a rookie. He's a rookie quarterback.
Yes.
What do you expect?
Yes.
Tomlin and Roethlisberger, if that's
Yes.
an example, Vernon.
I mean, shit, they act like they didn't see Peyton Manning's rookie year.
Right.
Hey, I remember the 28 interceptions.
Yeah.
But, fun fact. But you said something so profound, man, and I just want to get how you feel because, you Bears alumni, of course, but when you see the turnover and the kind of repetition that we do, it's like we follow the suit every other coaching regime. Are you like cautiously optimistic about what's going on now, or are you just kind of like going with the flow because it's par for the course for the Bears?
I'm buying property.
Great answer.
I love it.
Great answer.
I love it. I got one for you right before you go, and it's more about special teams, because I noticed you mentioned that you had one amazing year. You had like over 1,000 yards.
You don't give a fuck.
I know he don't, but just a question about this. Do you think the NFL does a bad job with the entire Hall of Fame system when it comes to special teams guys? Because there's a lot of good special teams guys out there that don't get that recognition. You go down that list like Brian Mitchell, Mel Gray, Dante Hall. I'm trying to name other guys before I get to the GOAT, but yeah, absolutely. Devin Hester. Do you think they do a bad job of that?
I think they could probably do a little bit better, right? I think they could probably do a little bit better.
Yeah.
I agree with that. If you were picking a QB, would you like average arm? But so who's that? Somebody typing on there?
Yeah.
That's a fan. That's a fan.
random
A fan or somebody's asking
It's not
questions.
this Allen. I promise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I think actually absolutely they could probably improve that. How are we even discussing whether or not Hester should be in there or not? Like, come on.
Shouldn't be
That's a no-brainer.
no debate.
This shouldn't even be a conversation.
And it be them writers, man. That's what it be.
They do.
Writers,
Exactly. Dude, they never played a
believe in
snap in
special
their
teams.
life, man.
I've even heard a lot of former players go out and just say he shouldn't even be in. And it's like, how can you not include the third phase of the game whenever you watch a game in the playoffs like the Packers 49ers? Special teams is what made that game.
Absolutely, 100.
Field
100.
position, all that stuff matters, man.
Hell, kickers. How many kickers have literally won Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Literally, the kicker won the damn
Adam
Super Bowl.
Vinatieri won.
Vinatieri done won 2 or 3 by himself.
There you go. Look. So
shit, Robbie Gold out there
still winning,
sending folks home.
Shout out to Robbie Gold on that. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
then say, fuck y'all.
So it is absolutely important, man. And I don't know what the solution to that is, but
I think in my humble opinion, I appreciate what the Hall of Fame writers give to the sport as far as a journalistic approach. But when we voting on guys, kind of similar to baseball, if we voting on guys for their production and what they've done, let it just be that.
Yeah.
Let it just be that.
That's what it needs to be.
Because there's no way this man, and I have to speak on him. This man has more touchdowns at a special teams position than some people have had at their everyday regular position.
Mm-hmm.
Which he's going one against the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we really talking about here?
Man, how has that guy impacted the game too?
The Super Bowl.
Field position.
The only
alone.
person to ever return a kickoff, the opening kickoff in the Super Bowl. Like,
right. Impacted the sport. Right? He's impacted the sport.
Change the game.
Hey,
Change the game.
flip the field. What do they always
Flip
tell
the
us? When we
field.
was young? Flip the field. They always used to tell us that. Flip the field.
Yes,
You
sir.
had- you had
This
people
one man has
saying
flipped the
this.
field more times than has ever been counted.
Yeah.
Right.
Goat.
And we're questioning it.
There is no question.
We're questioning, does this man belong?
Right.
That's crazy.
Like you said, man, it'd be the writer.
Fall out of bounds because they don't want him to return nothing.
Yeah. Well, and
They-
like
they'd
it's
rather
not
give
even
up
just
40
him.
yards of field position than
There you go. I would look.
Right.
They'd rather kick the return off, the kickoff out of bounds than give him a
It's
shot.
not even just him though. Like there's like other guys that obviously not as big as impact as he made, but other guys deserve to have that look too. You know,
I
like,
agree, man. Ahmad Merritt, that dude, man, that dude should be in the hall. I know that dude.
We do.
I don't know if you, look. I don't know if you can see that little pennant. You probably can't, but I remember a couple of games you tore Michigan State up. That's where I'm from. I went to Michigan State. I remember a couple of Ron Dane. Hated to see that man coming. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. So we've been talking on here. We've been kicking it for like 36 minutes. We don't want to take away from your basketball game.
Yeah.
So just let us know when, hey, I gotta run. Just let us know.
All right.
All right. But
I'm gonna pop off here in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, what does the wide receiver core look like to you? Do we look good? Where are deficiencies?
Bears.
A-Rob gonna stay?
Man, I don't know, bruh. I mean, it looks a lot different if he ain't here, for sure. You know, that dude's a legitimate one, in my opinion.
You talking about just having him on the field?
Yeah.
Huh?
You talking about just having him on the field? Period.
He's a legitimate one, wide out.
He's a legitimate one at $20 million.
But he's a legitimate one. That's what they paying ones right now.
Yep.
So you would pay him $20 million? No
I
question.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. Because I don't know that I think that he wants to be here anymore. Right?
You know, I heard that he was interested in going
the Lions,
the Detroit Lions, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of scary.
They might give him the most money, and that's what he wants. He wants the bag, man.
Yeah.
Detroit will overpay. They've been in the basement so long, they'll overpay somebody.
They definitely will. Him, the Jets. I'm sure there's teams.
But see, a guy like Allen Robinson can help a guy like Jared Goff. He can help.
You know, at the end of the day, I think it's probably the best to move him. You know what I mean? But because I like Mooney, I like Bird too, man. I like Bird. I think he's pretty solid. He's a solid three.
He's another 4-3 guy.
Yeah. Who else they got on there after him?
And remember, we have Jakeem Grant is a free agent.
Oh, you're right.
He's actually all of them free agents except for Mooney.
Yeah, all of them are. They all have 1 year.
Good.
Is Mooney a legit one?
No.
No, I told you he's a slot or two.
Stretch the field. Yeah. We need a stretch the field guy. Stretch the field. And take some shots with him.
Could that be Goodwin?
Man, use that dude because he can catch and he's not injured all the damn time. That mug is showing up every Sunday. Goodwin was injured a lot, wasn't he?
Yeah, but that's what I'm like.
That's what's been killing him his career.
And also Daz Newsome too, but Daz
he's
Newsome
a little dude, man.
Daz is he's another one that's a free agent. Like three of our receivers, I believe, are free agents, right?
Yeah.
Damn, they're all of them except for Mooney.
And Daz Newsome. They just drafted him.
So no, it's three free agents. It's Jakeem Grant, Goodwin, and Allen Robinson. It's those
are any of them
Bird.
Oh, and Bird. So that's
are any of them over 6'2"?
All of them free agents except for Mooney.
So who's out there though?
Oh, yeah. Not a lot.
Who's available?
It ain't a lot to pick from.
No, that's not true. It's a couple of names out there. It's just a matter of who they want to go
throw
after.
the kitchen sink and go get.
It's a couple names out there.
They can go get Devontae
I
Adams.
knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, there's a couple names out there, but do you want to spend that money on them names?
But you gotta also look at this. We only got about $44 million in cap. Devontae taking 20 plus. So
and you got to pay Roquan Smith.
As he should. So half of your money gone year one. So
right.
You know, but I like guys like Mike Williams coming out of San Diego. I said San Diego.
Who?
Mike Williams coming out of Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers.
Calvin Jones.
Just say it.
I like Juju Smith-Schuster.
Calvin Ridley, we got to get rid of him.
But you got to trade for him.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley is in Atlanta. We would have.
He's got 1 year left on that deal.
Nah, that's brother.
Ridley.
We already got rid of him.
Riley
we literally have to give up a number 1 pick plus.
Nah, you ain't gonna. First of all, they ain't gonna get that for a man that sit out there that didn't play last year because of mental health reasons. You ain't getting no number 1.
Okay.
Sorry, no team's gonna give you that. You may want it, but no team's gonna give it to you.
Man, they about to go get AB, man. Don't worry about it.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, right.
We got
about 3 games, and then he's gonna dip out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that chance on that dude, man.
No chance.
But one of my things, Ahmad, is when you have that receiver, Justin has already built that rapport with Darnell Mooney. We know that. So I look at him, not calling him Cooper Kupp, but if he's built that rapport, I can see him in that Cooper Kupp role. But what you gonna put on the outside of it? To me, that's big. We still need a couple of 50-50 ball guys, and then we need a solid possession guy. Like I'd love to have like an Andre Johnson, Anquan Bolden type cat on the other side. You know,
oh boy, Q.
AJ Green's available, but AJ
33, 34. He's a little.
Yeah.
Who?
AJ Green.
Oh no.
He get a little long in the
tooth. He always hurt.
Nope.
Sammy Watkins.
Can't do that. Nope, can't do that either.
Hurt.
Those are the only names I can really.
That's what I said. There's a lot of guys on the free agent list, but everybody doesn't check the box that the Bears need.
No. Yeah. They might have to do something in the draft.
I mean, Bell will be gone though. Bell, I like Bell so much, but he'll be gone.
The only thing about doing something in the draft is, you know, that cat might not be ready day one. You know what I mean?
Okay. That makes sense.
So now you relying on Mooney to be your 1. I really don't think he can be your 1. He's a 2. Right? He's a 2 all day. A good 2, a great 2.
A great 2, absolutely.
A great 2.
But I like the fact his versatility because you can move him around. He's not stuck at one spot.
Right.
But again, if you don't have the offensive coordinator to kind of get them the ball, like we always say, Nagy used to run curl flat so much, the defense can sit on it and just be like run the route for them. And simple things where, like a Mooney, get them in the ball in space. You said it earlier, slant, 3-step slant, bam, get them the ball quick, things like that to start, moving the offense. But again,
it'll help a lot if they can get the tight end position to step up some.
We also agree with that.
You got about 5 of them.
But
not after this year. It's going to drop. It's going to be Jesper Horsted. It's going to be Komet.
But here you go.
One more.
That's another position that we were flooded at. But have we really addressed it to the top?
Not really. Not
like
really.
We got a guy, but he's not a guy.
Right. He ain't a Kelsey. He ain't a
Kittle. I don't want to spend another damn draft pick on a damn tight end. They can't draft that damn position, so stop. We got about 6 of them already.
The last one couldn't. Like, you can't put that on this next regime. But I think they're going to be a run offense first before anything. So they might not focus on getting all these wide receivers. Maybe they just do what they did last year and just grab a bunch of guys off the street. Just have some
grab somebody you ain't got no.
There are a couple of young tight ends. I like David Njoku. He's a free agent. I like O.J. Howard. He's a free agent. I mean, in a perfect world, I like Mike Gesicki, but I don't think Miami's gonna let him go. You know, guys like that are 6'4", 6'6", 4'5", 4'6" speed. But
man, you don't want them to go get
hands.
Shaheen back?
Oh,
You got jokes.
Oh my God!
Another second round tight end that they messed up on.
I love it, but you got
That was the first awful. He was awful.
Well, matter of fact, if I'm
who keep pressing the crowd,
wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, the last productive tight end that we had overall All-Star Pro Bowl type was Greg Olsen, correct?
Yes, that was the last best tight end we had.
And then they traded him for a 3rd round pick.
Right.
So that tells you we have not been evaluating the tight end spot properly. I mean, you could call the Trey Burton thing what you want, whatever.
Shit, we ain't been evaluating nothing
Man,
really.
Martellus Bennett, he got that one
Pro
year, but like we haven't really been. How come Horsted doesn't play?
I'm wondering that too.
Scheme.
Because Justin likes throwing the ball.
Good question.
I'm wondering that too. He'd be my starting tight end.
It's scheme.
Hey, I like dude. Evidently,
I want to ask Ahmad this too, though.
All right, one quick one, and I got to pop off.
You got to pop off.
All right, man.
Favorite
It was good having you on for the few minutes that we.
He said he could take one more.
He can take one more question. He can take one more question. Who was your favorite quarterback, college or pro, seeing as you had so many?
Kurt Warner.
Arizona.
Dude's a beast.
Look, I thought you was going to say that, but I didn't know if you liked a college guy better. But I thought you were going to say Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner, dog, all day.
Kurt Warner, all day. All right.
That mug knew what the hell everybody was doing.
Hey, I still got to go see his movie. Did y'all see his movie?
It's
on. I checked it out. It was good.
Is it on Disney Plus or Amazon Prime? Well, it's on.
It's in the theaters right now.
Well, I'm gonna find it because I really want to see it, man. But
I'm trying to bootleg the movie, man. Just go pay the goddamn movie fee, man.
Damn, come on, man. I don't want to pay that.
I'll bootleg it. I'll bootleg it.
Man,
people walking by the movie
screen
and whatnot.
Rid of that shit.
Yep.
Lil Ray got that shit.
Yeah, I know. Ray in the movie like this.
So, Ahmad, when can we get you back, man? You got to go. When can we get you back?
Yeah, man.
We can do it again, man, where I got more time on it. I apologize, man.
It happens.
That's life. Stuff.
That's life, man.
Go Crusaders.
Go what?
Go Crusaders.
Who that is?
Brother Rice.
You know who it is.
I ain't Brother Rice.
You got a brother named Michigan Rice? Fan, Ahmad. Get him. Get a Michigan fan. This guy.
Mount Carmel Caravan. Shout out to Mount Carmel Caravan.
Yeah.
God,
you said you got a brother named Rice. What?
He ain't getting off.
What are you talking about? That pony? What's that? Would you ride ponies? What is it?
Mount Carmel
Thank
slammed
you,
both
Ahmad.
of y'all.
Thank
Mount
you,
Carmel
man.
slammed St. Rita and Brother Rice.
Yeah, in the 80s.
All right, Ahmad. Good to have you on, brother.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Talk to you soon, man.
Absolutely. Chop it up, man. Y'all be easy, man.
All right, you too, bro.
He gone.
Great
dude, like that.
Man, that was dope. That was dope.
Damn.
Hey, Ahmad,
hey, with the bells and whistles.
Great dude. He went to I think I mentioned it already, but I'll mention it again. He went to St. Rita.
Correct.
On Western. Well, it wasn't on Western at the time. It was somewhere else. But St. Rita took Quigley South's location. I think it was Quigley. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's on 79th and Western now. It wasn't there before.
He's an All-American too.
Yeah. Ahmad is cold, man. Ahmad is cold, man.
Definitely.
Yep. But man, so we got a lot to talk about. First of all, that press conference when Ryan Poles looked like he was super nervous.
Oh, he did.
But he tried to say all the right things. Eberflus or flus or whatever sounds like a damn disease. But I'm gonna give a guy a chance, though. I'm gonna give him a chance. I ain't gonna poo-poo him yet. But, I mean, he tried to say all the right things, but Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace did the same thing.
Yeah.
Remember when they had the press conference, they said all the right things, and we were like, ooh, oh my God, he's gonna come in, he's gonna do so good, and they're gonna be great. They won shit. So I mean, Poles and Eberflus, they did the same thing. Can we say they probably ain't gonna be shit either? But we don't know. We don't know, but a lot of us, some of us are gonna say that anyway, because there's just no pleasing some of us.
No.
It's no pleasing some of us. So what y'all think about it? What y'all think about it?
I know JB don't like it. I know just by looking at his face.
JB don't like it because they ain't hired who he wanted.
No, that's not it.
No,
that's not it at all.
Elaborate.
I don't care nothing about no press conference, because press conferences is nothing but to sit up there and try to hype up the fan base, try to make you believe in the fan base. I want to see fucking results. Give me the results on the field. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you talking about getting. I don't care what type of outlook that you have for the team, any of that. Just give me results on the field. I don't care. You can go up there and stutter half the time like you're Ron Harper or something. I don't give a damn. As long as you sit up there and you win the damn games. That's all I care about. And whoop Green Bay ass. I'm sick of Green Bay.
You and everybody on that.
Damn, that's how you feel.
You and everybody else.
Oh, I got more. This is just a mild version. That's all.
It's a mild version.
Yeah.
Damn, foul mouth.
JB,
well, shit.
You got something to say?
I mean, I'll kick it off because Chris just said some old BS. So here's the thing. The reason why I say I value what is said in the press conference is because that might be the only light into what we see, what their vision is. So when you come in, at least, was I a little bit impressed with Matt Nagy? Yes, because he made me think they were changing the offensive philosophy. They were getting out of the Bears' dungeon of running the ball 35 times a game and having inadequate passes. So, yes, I was a little bit more impressed with what Matt Nagy said. Now, did it come to fruition whole full? No, it didn't. But at least he had me thinking like, okay, this guy's got a plan. His passing scheme is innovative. It's going to take us out of the Stone Age into the 21st century. This dude, with all that rah, we're going to be quick to the ball. We're going to sweat. We're going to do this. Like,
hits,
dude,
hits.
Like, I don't.
Hits.
Yeah, hits.
Hits. Yeah. That's what
like,
it is.
I felt like I was listening to a motivational speaker. Like, I don't want to hear that mess. You know what I do want to hear? I want to hear somebody coming in and tell us we got an actual plan for development of Justin Fields without sacrificing the defense. None of that was said. Okay, what coach, show of hands, what coach don't expect their players to hustle? Anybody? Everybody should expect their damn players to hustle. Everybody should. And if the fact that you have to lean your hat on that shows me that you really don't know what you're doing and you don't have a plan, you just going to go out there and win one for the Gipper because we play hard.
Well, first of all, I guess your ass like bedtime stories.
I'm not through.
That's what you like, bedtime stories?
You had your chance, you hush and you hold on.
You had your bedtime stories.
Hey, youngin', be quiet.
Hey, Terrence, me and you might have to get out of here and let them fight this week.
I
think it's going to be them two tonight.
So wait. But let's switch to Mr. Poles. Hell, I heard more about how he loved George McCaskey and they goddamn car ride and how much he loved his wife and his children more than I heard him talk about football. Stuttering, stammering.
He was nervous. He was nervous.
He was.
Nervous and unprepared. How do you keep losing your place on your cards? How? That doesn't show confidence. That shows more ineptitude. So am I nervous? Yes, I am. I will remain cautiously optimistic. But am I just blown away? So that makes me think when Ryan Poles so-called interviewed Eberflus, was it two nervous guys trying to say, oh, I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I'm nervous too. Let me help each other out. Really? Your preparation and your fortitude about discipline and all that, how we going to win games, man?
Yeah.
How we going to win games? And Bullets, I'm not saying he's not going to be a GM, but we always talk in every facet of life, business, whatever. You can never make a second first impression. And the first impression I got from these two guys right now is they don't know what the hell they do.
Damn.
Like,
I hope I'm wrong.
Wow.
I pray
That's
that
a
I'm
lot.
wrong.
That's
But
a
if
lot.
we come out and they 3-17, trust the process. I don't need to trust nothing because everybody you bringing in is damn near a rookie at their position.
AB, what you think?
So, JB, I get what you're saying on this, man. I do. I've even heard people to go as far as saying that Matt Eberflus's jacket wasn't buttoned, so that shows that he's not professional enough. How about we bring up a name, Bill Belichick? Is he very well spoken?
No.
Does Bill Belichick not dress like a homeless person most of the time?
And I love it.
Just because they failed on that aspect of the press conference does not mean that they're not capable of doing the job, guys. I'm sorry, JB. I get your point, and I did see some of the same little things you did, man. I did. I saw, especially whenever he paused, he was kind of, I don't think he was getting emotional. I think he was losing himself in the moment. But that's passion, JB. You know how Terrence says on here sometimes whenever I'm like talking about people and I almost look like I'm going to cry? It's passion, man. Like he was overwhelmed with the moment.
Baby.
I'm just a crybaby. Yeah, you're right.
But you say passion, but you can have passion and still make sense. You can have passion.
Moment, it's hard to do that in the moment sometimes, JB. Sometimes in the moment, people get caught up in these things, and you can't hold that against them 100% because he does have credentials, man.
Can I ask you this? And I'm not saying he doesn't. Yeah. That's why I said I'm cautiously optimistic. But you can't tell me that your level of passion has nothing to do with your confidence.
Who said he ain't confident? I mean, the man was a finalist.
I didn't say
the man was a finalist for 3 teams.
You're not listening. His delivery came off.
Hey, I don't care how he delivered. Look, I don't want smoke blown up my ass. I've already had that the past 15 damn years. Give me some results on the field. I don't care what you say. I'm from the show me state. Show me.
Hey, Chris.
Show me what we going to do. I don't want to hear nothing about what we're going to do. I want to see it on the field.
I'm going to be honest with you, and I agree. But hits is blowing smoke up your butt. That's exactly what hits is.
Hits and wise.
Smoke because I don't have a true plan.
Hits and wise.
How you know?
That's what hits is.
I mean, how do you?
What did you really expect to get out of this? Because I wasn't really expecting to get nothing out of the conference. Just thank you for being our coach. You accepted the job. Woo out the ma'am. I don't care. Just show me what's going to happen on the field. That's all I want to see.
That's all we want is the results.
I don't care if you sit up there and say that you read bedtime stories to your daughter or your son or your clock is wrong right twice a day. I don't care. Just show me something on the field. That's all.
I got one for you, foul mouth, just because you're a Michigan guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jim Harbaugh is probably the worst speaker on the planet when it comes to dealing with you guys love him, right? He's the definition
of awkward.
He's so awkward. It's painful listening to him do interviews sometimes.
Yes, it is.
And I'm not a fan of him, but I'm just giving you another example, JB, of you don't have to be the most well-spoken and understand that moment. The football field moment is what we're worried about, and that's what Chris is really trying to
get that. I've agreed. I said cautiously optimistic, but we're talking about what did you get out the press conference? I didn't get anything out the press conference. Let's stay to specifics. Terrence said, what did you think of the press conference? I said, I was not wowed. I was not moved, and I was not.
I don't think none of us said that we was wowed.
No, I certainly wasn't wowed, but I will point out that Ryan Poles said that we are going to evaluate each player and we are going to make schemes according to what they do best. Didn't Matt Nagy say something like that?
Thank you, Tony.
Basically said the same thing.
I think Matt Nagy said something like that.
And he said he added the moving into the future part is what he added.
Yeah.
So, no, it didn't wow me. I'm glad he said that. And at least it's on his radar. Now let's see it happen.
Yeah.
Let's see it happen.
It wasn't horrible. He did have some good things in there. He had some good things about evaluation, but at the end of the day, it felt a little scripted, yeah, especially in the beginning whenever he talked about he's going to take the North and never gave it back, and his face got all mean, and he flipped that page like he's like,
that's rah shit. That's like, rah shit.
I get that part of it, man.
Like, and then you know what? Let me tell him myself.
That one kind of made me laugh a little bit.
The first thing I thought about was this. He did that.
He just had
and I looked, and I said, man, you watch too much Game of Thrones, man. I'm not moved by that shit. Like, stop.
Hey, I hope you take the damn North and never give it back.
He said some shit to try to move the crowd. That's all. Yeah, that's all that was.
I'm happy he did that. I get that.
JB want the whole damn game plan laid out right then and there.
He wants him to come out like William Shakespeare.
He want to know who we going for in free agency, who we gonna go for in the draft.
I'm
playing out right on the table for everybody.
Since you asked,
put all your cards out there.
Since you're telling me what I'm looking for instead of asking me, and I'm right here.
Shit, we just heard you.
You want to ask me? Oh, yes, thanks for asking.
I do, JB.
Thanks for asking. All I wanted to hear, of course, they're not going to give me the playbook or nothing like that. That's not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear more talk and more dedication towards the development at all costs of Justin Fields, because let's be very, very clear. Ryan Poles did not, this is not his guy. Eberflus, this is not his guy.
None of their guy.
But guess what? This is the guy moving forward. So I want to hear, he did say get your track shoes, whatever. I want to hear that no matter what, I don't want to hear, oh, we're going to beat Green Bay. Yeah, you better. I don't want to hear, we're kings of the North. Okay, HBO Max, I can hear that all 8 seasons. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that we're going to develop Justin Fields. We're going to build around Justin Fields. We're going to not subject the defense to much loss in preparation for making this team better. I wanted to hear something.
He said some shit like that. You ain't him?
All right. So what he basically said on that, guys, is he's going to use his defensive analysis to help the offense grow and explain to Justin what to look for from a defensive side. And that's a great thing. That's something that other teams in the league that have defensive-minded coaches. Bill Belichick did that with Tom Brady. He showed him what the defense would do and what they were supposed to do, and he would know what they did before they would do it and know where to go with the ball. He would take what they'd give him, and that's what Matt Eberflus is really trying to express when he's talking about Justin Fields. Now, you're not going to get that with a defensive guy all the time, JB, because guess what?
But guess what other position he filled, and guess what else he said? Remember he said he was going to be part of the offense? Remember he said that?
Yeah.
And then we have a guy coming in as Getsy who's never called plays to be our rookie offensive coordinator.
He's designed them.
Okay. Matt Nagy designed plays, and what happened when he called them?
Yeah, well, at least we have a head coach who's actually delegating correctly and not wanting to call the defensive plays, JB. At least he's not going that route.
Who's the defensive coordinator,
you sound like you ain't want neither one of these guys, to be honest with you.
Who's the defensive coordinator, AB?
You sound like you basing everything off of
They don't have it yet, do they?
Introduction.
I don't even think they signed him yet. So
they don't have one yet.
But he said that whenever he gets that guy, he's not going to be calling plays. He's going to be giving those duties up and focusing on head coaching. He wants to be the leader, and that's what we need out of a head coach. So there were some good things in the interview, JB. But yeah, I completely agree with you. It didn't wow me. I didn't leave it like.
So what if you have another Sean Desai,
the
another rookie defensive coordinator? You don't think an actual former defensive coordinator is going to step in and call plays?
So who did you want, JB? Who did you want?
Who did I want? I wanted somebody
I like him from you was talking about. You just ragging on the guys.
Even Bullets asked you in the comments here.
That's all you hear. Oh, he didn't do this. He didn't do that.
Don't watch our shows enough.
I want Jim Caldwell. Jim Caldwell would have got out there and talked in his damn dentures.
I've said who I wanted the last about 3-4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll say this.
You want a 67-year-old.
I understand why you get polls, because if you want your team to look like the Kansas City Chiefs, I can honor that. I'm all for that because that's a damn good look. Thank you, Ma. She's not impressed with either one of them either. But the thing is, when the Bears tell you we're looking for a head coach with former head coaching experience, what do? They do the exact opposite. When they say, I want an offensive guy to bring us into the next generation, get this passing game going and develop Justin Fields, what do? They get another rookie.
Well, that was the owner in them talking. And the GM that they hired, he made the GM that hired set up there and said that he wanted full control. So that's what they did. They gave the GM that they hired full control. So all that we want this and we want that goes out.
Why does the head coach have to be an offensive dude? He wants to be.
I didn't say it had to be. I said what the Bears came out and said they wanted. I'm just going off of what Georgie said.
Yep.
Look at the transcripts. Georgie made the decision.
Goddamn decisions.
Check it out. George, who was George's pick? Anybody? Dan Quinn.
I know.
No, I'm sorry, Jim Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell, yeah.
Who was Ted Phillips' pick?
Dan Quinn.
So Poles came and probably said what? Well, I'm not going your way. I'm going to take Eberflus, of who he never interviewed. You telling me your second day on the job, you interviewed one guy and hired him that day?
Maybe
that doesn't make y'all pause for a little bit.
Well, and he also elaborated on that a little bit more, JB, saying that wasn't the first real conversation he had with him. He said he had been on his radar for a long time. But in saying that, it doesn't mean that he made that short list of those three, and that's what gives me pause just as much as you, man.
I don't think he created the short list, but my new GM, I kind of don't want him attached to one guy that he had a conversation with. I don't. I would like a little bit more parity. Actually talk to some other people, some young guys, some meteor guys, some guys that are long in the tooth, and then make an educated guess. Just don't go like, oh man, you like crab legs too? Oh, come on.
So
come on. I like
so Vernon said that he had ties, and you can say that about most coaches in the NFL, because if you listened to Ryan Poles' interview, he said that he spent a lot of his time making connections. That's what the NFL is about, making connections. You can name a lot of these guys who have ties with other guys. That's kind of a cop-out answer, in my opinion. That doesn't let me know that was his short list. And that's what bothered me about the whole thing from the get-go. Is that the day after you hired him, a day and a half later, you got your coach already?
That's too fast. That's one. You didn't interview enough people so that you can actually make an educated guess, right? Because now if I just interview Chris, hell, I don't know what AB brings to the table.
Yeah.
Who's seasoned, who's analytic. I don't know what Terrence brings to the table. Who's an actual football guy.
And he's drinking these.
Oh, wow. but that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, and again, guys,
cheers, buddy.
Fans, everybody tuning in. I'm not trying to shit on Poles. I'm just saying he made that pick a little too quick for me. He didn't have any type of disparity in coaches. He just made one pick based upon, I think Tony said that or whatever, that he had ties to this guy. Well, as much as we love Lovie Smith, what was Lovie Smith's first and last downfall? You had ties to too many people.
Loyalty.
That brought you down. I understand you want to get your boy a job, but we trying to win.
Yeah.
And your window is this big. So, let me give you an example. If you bring Eberflus in right now, and I'm not saying this, but I'm just saying, let's say the Bears go 3-14. How many boo birds come out then like, see, told you, should have never hired this guy. Blah, 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 blah. You can't just think everything has to be great. You have to think about the other side too. Because they're all rookies. So we might chalk this whole 2022 season up.
I can't get over what Frank just said here.
Oh, wow, Frank.
I don't even need to say it.
Oh, wow, Frank. I like that, Frank. That's funny. But that's what I'm saying. But like I said, I still digress, and I say I'm trying to remain cautiously optimistic. But every time we turn around, he hiring somebody that has no experience at the position that they're in. And we've done that before, and it has not worked.
JB, I brought it up on the podcast we were up the other night.
What did we do with that?
Since Lovie Smith, it's been a defensive-minded coach who's not good with the media, hard-nosed. Offensive guy who says way too much and doesn't know how to control the locker room. Back to the defensive guy. Back to the offensive guy.
So which coach hired somebody that didn't have no experience?
Say again?
I said, which coach hired somebody that didn't have experience?
Eberflus has no experience as a head coach. Getsy has no experience as an offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the guy that they hired as the assistant GM, this is the first time the Bears have ever had that position. Ever.
That would be Ian Cunningham. But Ian Cunningham did work with Ozzie Newsome. He worked with Philly. He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's been around good stuff. You could even debate that Ian Cunningham might actually be more qualified than Ryan Poles. You could really make that debate if you wanted. I mean,
see how that happened? See how that just happened? So if that goes back again to
just because it happens doesn't mean it's going to be a failure.
No, and again, I didn't say it was, but I said I have to look at the glass half full and half empty.
Yeah,
I'm not just going to be like,
so tell me the half full part then, because I've been hearing shit but half empty from you. So go ahead and tell me the half full part.
I told you the half full. If Poles plans to construct the Bears similar to what the Chiefs have, I can accept that, and I'm on board with that.
But see, that's the thing that you don't do as a GM. You don't construct a team the way from a team that you came from. You construct it the way that your coach wants it, because your coach is the person that's going to be running the damn team.
That's not true. Everybody follows models, especially from certain trees. Everybody's trying to follow.
The NFL is a copycat league.
You sit up there and try to do the Kansas City thing when that's not what your coach does. Then what? You serving no purpose. You as a GM is to help out your coach, JB.
Hey, Chris.
With a better defense, just like Tony Perkins said.
Hey, Chris. George and them hired who as their coach last year?
Who?
I mean, 4 years ago. Who they hired as their coach?
Who you say?
George McCaskey hired who as their coach?
Matt Nagy.
Where'd he come from?
Kansas City.
Who did he hire as his GM this year?
Ryan Poles.
Where's he come from?
Kansas City.
George McCaskey is trying to turn the Bears into the Kansas City Chiefs because that's what he likes.
Yeah, but
that's what he wants to model after.
Ain't got shit to do with you sitting up there helping your damn coach. In that case, he might as well bring in and tell him, like, hey, check this out, Ryan. Why don't you get Eric Bieniemy,
that's what I was going
to say. The guy that you set up there and that you've been in the organization with for years, so we can go ahead and do our Kansas City model.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Because you're not going to take back Kansas City coaches.
Why wasn't Georgie screaming from the rooftops for them to get Eric Bieniemy, a guy that Ryan Poles worked with in the building? That's the writing on the wall here. Is Eric Bieniemy really as bad of an interviewer as we're being told he is?
Well, now wait a minute.
I didn't even bring him in.
Now wait a minute. Now I got to play devil's advocate because Chris said I don't care about the interview. I care about what you do on the field.
Yeah.
Eric Bieniemy may be a bad interviewer, but he damn sure produces on the field.
But is that a product because he has a Patrick Mahomes? Or is that a product of
because it looks like it's just typical Andy Reid to me.
His offense so choked up today, though.
Look, we don't know that, but we know one thing for sure. Jetsy ain't got shit to do with Aaron Rodgers.
That's another great
at
point.
All. So let's not play that game.
Hold on. Not according to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's called PR.
According to him. But you could say that about other guys in the league, though, Chris, is that guys are going to always help out their own guys, man. Like,
hey, what did Warwick say? I always talk highly about somebody in case I need to work for them again.
He said that Gets
a pecking order, man.
Aaron Rodgers, and that's what Aaron Rodgers came on and said. I'm just saying what Aaron Rodgers said.
But you got mad at me.
I also heard Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes say that Matt Nagy was great and that he was a godsend.
And Chris,
I
heard
Andy Reid say that. I ain't heard about Patrick Mahomes.
Chris got mad at me one day for saying that Peyton Manning gave a glowing review to Jim Caldwell. You remember that, Chris?
I didn't say that.
We was on the phone talking, and you sure didn't say that. You said nobody want that old motherfucker. That's exactly what you said.
I don't even like Jim Caldwell. I told you we would have hired him. He would have been there in the press conference and his dentures would have.
Hey B, let's get it.
You ready, Terrence?
Yeah.
Guys, it's time to have some fun.
They're boring me.
This is AB's Fun Fact on the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
Breathe, everyone.
Woo-sa.
So my fun fact today isn't actually something that's Chicago oriented in any way, because you got to talk about the GOAT whenever the GOAT retires, right? You got to bring up something about Tom Brady, just a little something, just something, because I knew Chris would get excited because it's Tom Brady and he went to Michigan. I'm helping my boy out here. So I got a question for you guys. Actually, kind of a two-parter. Whenever Tom Brady was drafted, I believe it was 2000, he was drafted in the 6th round. We all know that, yada, yada, yada. Do you know where his position was on the QB depth chart that year? You know where he was on that? And can you name one guy that's not named Drew? Because I know the guy that y'all are going to pick the same guy.
Well, that's the easy one, Drew Bledsoe, but that's the easy one. I know he was 3rd string drafted, but I can't remember who's in front of him.
Wait.
Wrong. He was 4th on the depth chart that year. Coming in, he was the 4th string QB on the depth chart. Now, can you name one of the other 2 quarterbacks on that list? There are 2 other, obviously not Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wait. Who is he played for the Bears?
You guys aren't gonna get this.
I'm pretty sure he ain't.
His name.
Okay, wait. Can you tell us?
Something.
Can you tell us the schools they went to?
I can, actually. Thank you for asking. One of them went to Idaho.
God.
And the other one went to Blinn College.
What?
Who?
Blinn College, Texas, Kansas State. That's literally what it said.
Right.
That's why I said you're never going to get it, man. And
okay, so
I'm calling him the GOAT because he is the GOAT. I'm not even debating you on that. We don't need to have that debate here. Shut the door on that one. Shut the door on that one.
GOAT?
Yes. Shut the door. No debate. Period. End of story. Be gone! Not doing it. Anyone? Bueller? Don't make me play.
I want to say
JT Sullivan. I don't know.
Was his first name Brian? One of them.
No.
You thinking of Brian Hoyer? That's more recent.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He went to Michigan.
That's more recent. I'm talking back in 2000, Terrence. This is 2000 I'm talking about. I didn't think you guys would get it anyway. I wouldn't have got it. One was named John Freese. He went to Idaho. He was actually older. He was 33.
John Freese played for the
He played with the
Seahawks.
Chargers. He was drafted by the Chargers, I think like 6th round or something. And the other guy was Michael Bishop. He was drafted in the
7th. Number 6, black quarterback.
Yeah, Kansas State.
Yeah, it said Blinn College, Texas, and then he left and went to Kansas State. It's exactly what it says.
I remember.
You just said Kansas State.
I did after. If you go back and rewind it, that's exactly what I said.
Blaine College, Kansas State. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Blinn College, Texas, and Kansas State.
No, I remember Michael Bishop.
Yeah, I remember Michael.
That's the one I thought you guys were going to get. Honestly, that's the one that I thought you were.
Yeah,
gonna
but
get.
John Freese, he was a tall guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was like
6'8".
He was 6'4". No.
Oh, okay, that wasn't him. Who am I thinking of?
Big body guy, man. But yeah, all that tells you is that you can be a 6th round draft pick and be 4th on a depth chart, which you really can't even do anymore because teams normally don't even do that kind of stuff, and still become the greatest of all time. Period. Sorry, Bullets. He said he's going to kick the door in.
He called you a chicken.
Yeah? Okay. Well, if I'm a chicken, then I might as well get my cock hat out then and wear it, right?
Cock hat. Woo-wee. No homo. No.
Hey, AB, did anybody tell you in that little light bulb you look real Travis Kelce-ish?
I kind of do. I hate that Terrence pulled that one. I really do.
What?
The fun fact thing about me, I look like Travis Kelce. He said.
This is AB's fun.
It's like the worst picture ever. It'd be I'm like, like a goon. But are we going to Post-it notes?
Yeah, might as well just go and post the notes. Yeah.
Let's keep it moving. I'm scared to elaborate.
He calling you out, AB.
Do I need to really elaborate why Tom Brady is the greatest of all time?
I'm like, it's a challenge.
That's going to take like an hour and a half.
Let me go into the post-it note before we talk about some other shit. So, AB, can you throw up the that note that I put up? That post that I made?
Yeah, hold up.
It's in overlays.
That one?
Yeah, that. So
I laughed when I saw
this. This is a post-it note, right? I posted this, and it was from that all super reliable readheavy.com. They're super reliable. They know everything, and we don't know shit. Okay, that was a lot of sarcasm, guys. If you didn't get it, that was a lot of sarcasm. They don't know what the fuck they talk about, really, especially here. So I posted this, and I said, if you're buying this story, I have a beach house in Idaho that I can sell you. All right, you just take it down.
Oh, hold up.
First of all, ain't no beaches in Idaho, but keep going.
Exactly. It ain't no beaches in Idaho. But if you believe that bullshit, then you'll believe it's beaches in Idaho, and I'm gonna sell you a beach house. That's some bullshit. You really think that they're gonna trade a 21, 22-year-old quarterback for this old ass washed up? Now, if you all don't agree, hold up till I finish. This old ass washed up quarterback in Seattle, and his wife probably wants to come to Chicago anyway, but the Bears wouldn't do no stupid shit like that. You're going the young quarterback you can build around and have for years. You're gonna get this old dude because you want to win now? Get the fuck out of here. So a lot of people were responding to it. And they were saying, one of them said, man, someone is sniffing the coke heavy and heavy.
I was looking at that. I had to message you on that too. I'm like, are you for real on this one, Terrence? He's like, come on, man.
Yeah, AB said to me, are you really on board with
serious?
This?
Like, come on.
I was like, this is a bullshit ass post that I just started laughing at. You did, Terrence. I didn't know that was sarcasm. I want to jump through.
I mean,
I was at first. I was like, is he for real? Like, no way. There's no
I commented on that because I'm like, why would you? Basically, that would be a rental. That's call his name. That's what Russell Wilson would be. He'd be a rental.
Well, it's not even that. Like, you just had a press conference yesterday, and you had Justin Fields in the press conference. Is that a great thing to send to your organization? To that? Yeah. Oh, I just had my starting press conference. I'm going to trade.
And not only that, you can't afford them.
You can't. Come on.
It is the
They wanted to trade him and Roquan for it. Get out of here, Heavy.
Heavy.com is just a bunch of clickbait. Someone just said that.
They're the equivalent of the Onion.
John.
That's what heavy.com is. Thanks, John. That's clickbait. So whoever clicked on that shit, hey, holla at me. I want to sell you a beach house in Idaho. Straight up. Because, I mean, come on. That's some bullshit, man. But that's my post-it note.
I like it. I do.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So what else we got to talk about, man? What else we got to talk about?
I mean, I think for one, I don't think we've really addressed what we're going to do defensively yet. We know the scheme is going to change, but who going to man the scheme?
He kind of word saladed that too. Like he kind of he did say that this is going to be the third time that they're going to change, but he also said that he's going to use his personnel and not necessarily handcuff them to that. But most teams, JB, you and I know that, Chris, you know it just as well as Terrence knows. Most teams don't run a base 4-3 all the time anyway.
It's always
they
a
don't
hybrid.
run a base defense.
Mostly a hybrid.
Yeah.
The only thing that's really going to change in my eyes most of the time is the front. You're going to have 4 up front now. That's really the big difference here. And yeah, the middle linebackers are now going to be 3 linebackers. You're going to have a Sam, Will, and a Mike in there. So the big thing for me is, are they going to put Roquan at the Mike or are they going to put him at the Will? Because I've been hearing people sling this both ways. It's been a hot topic.
Don't you kind of have to put him at the Mike?
Put him at the Mike.
You put him at the Will, he could eat. Lance Briggs role.
Well, he does.
Get a speedy guy to run the Mike and let him just eat. On that whole side of the field, he would literally take it away. And that's why people are having this debate right now.
But now, in my opinion, if you put him at the Mike, you only have to draft 1 or attain 1 linebacker. If you put him at the Will, you have to attain 2.
Yes.
Why? Explain.
You put him at the Mike, he can do this. He can go both ways.
Yeah.
He's fast as hell. You put him over here, now you got to worry about, you got to cover both these.
If you get another speed linebacker to play Mike, you can let that guy roam the middle and let him literally take a whole side of the field away. And then they're going to have to go on the Sam side.
But a speed linebacker doesn't necessarily equate to playmaking.
No.
You have, like, Roquan has shown he's got it up here.
Yeah.
He's shown that. So I would think he would be more suited for us in that 4-3 because he would have, obviously, I'm looking at Kyrus Tonga and Eddie Goldman in front of him.
Okay.
And he'd kind of move in that Urlacher role. But if you put him to the Will, which I don't have a problem with in certain situations, but now we're talking nothing but tackles and nothing but coverage. But then that backside, that strong side, that middle, we could really suffer. Really could, because now you have to get 2 linebackers. I'm not hanging my hat on Danny Trevathan anymore. Like I don't want to hear no more about Danny. If one more person tells me about Danny Trevathan, I think I might scream.
No, man, he's gone.
He got to be gone.
He gone.
That
was the perfect time for you to put that
depends on how much they can.
I know, but I was doing something else.
He gone. Denver, Danny Trevathan, he gone. We're not gonna see that dude no more.
He gone. One more. So what position does Darius Leonard play for the Colts?
He plays he plays Will and Sam. He flip-flops. He does.
Okay.
He does.
So can you understand the reasoning behind putting a Roquan Smith, who might be a better physical attribute and faster than a Darius Leonard at that
he is faster.
He is fast. That's why I said
that's what I'm saying here.
Because he was calling a lot of the defense when Danny T went out. Remember, he was playing inside left, inside right. But when Danny T went out, he took over more of the play calling.
So you could put a Roquan in Sam or Will, strong side, whatever the play is, strong side, and have your other guy in the middle, and have that strong side covered by Roquan all the time. That's what I'm saying.
So the advantage would be
that's why it's such a big debate.
But the advantage would be more when they go nickel.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to be in most of the time.
Exactly my point.
So I can agree with you on that because that's where he would be positioned mostly.
So would all you guys agree that probably one of the most vital importances is getting another good stud linebacker to pair with him, a la Lance Briggs,
I agree,
Brian Urlacher, in that same 4-3, even a base nickel defense? That's what makes that defense work, does it not?
But are you drafting or are you picking up somebody in free agency?
Well, what did Ryan Poles say? We're building through the draft, right? We'd have to really, really go down this rabbit hole and look and see what linebackers are available this offseason. You'd have to go look at the draft and see if you want to waste that second pick on a possible stud linebacker. Lance Briggs wasn't a first-round draft pick, was he?
You might be able to get linemen. It's
you
a
might be
lot
able
of
to get
line.
a fast guy in the 3rd, 4th round who can play
You
that
could.
just like a Lance Briggs did.
You
But
could.
you got to get a guy for the middle. You have to
You
do
could.
that.
But here's the thing. With that second, to me, that second pick has to be like the most important pick of Ryan Poles' tenure starting off. Because there are so many important holes. I just kept shouting out Christian Kirksey.
Yeah.
There's a couple of free agents that they can go out there, and we'll talk about that later, T, when we have like our little draft show or whatever. But I have a top 3 of every position that the Bears need. And that's one of those guys. You're talking about a guy played for Lovie Smith last year.
The 3rd rounder. Thank you, both. I knew he was 3rd or 4th. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, out of Arizona. Played for Lovie Smith last year, and you know what Lovie does with linebackers. He's got a tradition. So get a Christian Kirksey, Guerrier, Hill, all those guys. But to me, you have to address that safety position or that offensive line position first. You have to. You have to. And I prefer them to get it in the free agency than in the draft.
Like, if you're looking at the defense, and JB, this is something we brought up on Bear Fans with a Brain, is you had basically those 4 guys almost solidified already on the defensive front. So the big things for this team is finding a solid number 2 corner, finding your safety, and finding another linebacker that you have to pair with Roquan, so that defense is set for another 7 to 8 years. And that's exactly what I'm saying here, is that if you put him at the Will or the Sam on a base, you can get another linebacker to play with him, and your defense is literally set now.
Do you resign Christian Jones?
No. You can, but he's not my long-term solution.
Because remember, the only problem, and this is what me and Chris, I'm going to speak for you. If I'm wrong, please interject. Linebackers, right? But Quinn and Mack no longer are linebackers. They become ends.
They're on the front. So you've got those guys
on the front. But no, listen. That takes away 2 of your so-called dominant linebackers to where now you have to still replace 2 positions.
Yes. And that's why the defensive front for this team is basically already set out. I mean, what are you doing with Eddie Goldman? He's probably going. Are you going to resign Bilal Nichols? That's a big question mark.
Well, you have to resign one of them to make the front work, because remember,
you've got Kyrus Tonga, you've got Angela Blackson,
but one of them has to be a 3 technique. That's not easy. Everybody ain't trying out here being Chris Jones and Aaron Donalds. They're not.
I don't think that. Well, Angela Blackson's
a little undersized.
Isn't really the long-term solution.
Well, wasn't that what Bilal was playing anyway?
So Bilal in that
he kind of backed up Hakeem Hicks though.
Is more of an end guy, but in
this
I'm
system,
talking
about last year, right?
When Nichols would play the middle.
When wasn't playing.
Well, they shifted down, but again, like I said, they were playing out of position.
Yeah,
he did a good job. Shit, he did a good job last year than he did this year.
But listen to what AB said. He said long
term. I'm not talking. See, this is the problem with Bears fans, is that, and even Ryan Poles in this press conference, he was asked about this. He was asked, do you think we can be a contender immediately like the Bengals? You want to talk about what the Bengals did? You want another fun fact? I'll give you one. Since 2018, Bengals had, I believe, 38 draft picks.
Woo!
Bears had 26 and had 3 years where we didn't have a first rounder.
We give too much draft capital away.
So you can't be exactly what everyone's saying that the Bengals are.
You keep going on this blow up shit.
I'm gonna be, because that's what the
but Chris,
blow it up. They showed you that you don't have to blow it up. They were 4-12 last year.
They did, dude.
4-12 last year.
The last 2 years, the Bengals had the first round draft pick and the 5th.
Hey,
is that not bottom of the league?
That is
4-12.
Hey, Chris, you're not listening though.
That's what I'm saying.
One thing,
I'm not blowing shit up.
Okay, even if you're not blowing shit up, but you can listen.
Mediocre.
Because what
won't be mediocre. They just showed you that you don't have to blow it up to be mediocre.
They were bottom.
They never were good in the first place. They never even were average.
Exactly.
That's what I'm telling you. They were never good in the first place.
They weren't good. So what makes you think that you got to blow it up to sit up there and win?
You want to win
You gotta think you gotta do
or
that.
you want to win for 7 or 8 because that's what we're talking about right now.
What are you talking about, AB?
That's
You act
exactly
like the Bears ain't gonna have no more future draft picks.
That's not what we're talking
Like
about.
they're not gonna have no number
Okay, you want
ones, no
a
number
top
2.
10, or do you want to be stuck at 20 or freaking 23
There
every
you go.
single damn
There you
year?
go. And here's the biggest problem.
So tell
Jamar Chase, 5th. Joe Burrow, 1st pick.
The man said
They define their team, right?
Okay, so
you can't do that without being
who
bad.
else do they have besides
the
Joe
man said in his press conference he wants to build through the draft.
He said he wants to build through the draft.
Guess
But the man also stood
Let
up
me
there and
finish.
said that he wasn't talking about rebuilding, but reloading.
Let me finish.
Can't reload.
You want to build through the draft, but the problem is you can't rebuild through the draft this year. You have to wait till next year because you don't have the picks. That is very important. That's very important.
And your defense is just going to
my
get
friends,
older.
The Bears were 6-11 this year, right?
Yeah.
With shitty play calling.
Yep.
Plenty of injuries.
Yep.
And maybe the toughest fucking schedule in the NFL, right?
One of.
Pretty close, yeah. I think it'd be top 3.
Next year, not as tough of a schedule.
It will
Gonna have some
it's about a
here.
2.
Got
That's
a
not
different
true.
play caller. So what
That's
makes
not
you
true.
think that they can't make a move or a run?
Chris, that's not true. It's about a 2-year window, so they'll have a similar schedule this year.
No, they won't. The schedules already came out.
It's a similar schedule.
No, it's not.
How is it not?
It's not.
The only difference is you play a different division every year. The divisions change every year. That's the only thing that's different.
So tell me this. Aaron Rodgers moves on, which more than likely he's probably going to do. You don't think they can get Green Bay 2 games?
Yeah, they can. And then what? And then they're going to go to the playoffs and get their ass handed to them. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you is that you're going to be stuck in mediocrity again.
8-8 went to the playoffs and what happened?
You don't know if they're going to get their ass handed to them. Because I'm pretty sure nobody picked Cincinnati to sit up there and do what they did.
What has the defense shown me? What has the defense shown me? Whenever they play good teams, whenever they play good teams,
the Super Bowl.
Do they beat good teams? Do they play well against good offensive teams? No, they do not.
We're gonna have
I'm talking about the defense, Chris. I'm not talking about the offense. I'm talking about the defense. The defense even gets blown up.
We're gonna have
Aaron Rodgers carves them up all the time, dude.
Have a whole new system.
LA Rams blew them up this year.
Isn't shit.
They
can win plenty of games if they had
still not playing well against good teams. The Rams killed the Bears defense, literally demolished them.
Why
they're just older, man.
Why are we talking about
that was what?
It's
like
to
the
be
fourth
brand
quarter.
new.
After the offense ain't do shit, what you expect them to do? Hold on the whole damn game?
Not the whole game, but not give
Things
up.
Things are about to be brand new.
To the damn
brand new.
But here's the thing. You talking about brand new, okay?
Brand new.
It ain't brand new.
So brand new also equates to rookie mistakes. Don't know what the fuck you doing. Time clock management. Mismanagements of timeouts. When you starting to get blown out, how do I start keep, disabling the running game again? It's a lot of things that don't just go into like rebuilding. Okay, no, Chris, you may want to not rebuild. You want to retool.
All this
shit you want to rebuild,
man. All this shit is rebuild.
Call it what you want. Call it what you want.
Okay.
Brand new 2018 won the division.
The point is this.
Did you know the Bears' record before they won that division that year?
Yeah, they had a top 5, they had a top 8 draft pick. Did they not?
What was their record before that?
Did they not have a top 8 draft pick? They drafted Roquan that year.
People had them to win that division that year.
They had a top 10 draft pick that year. They got Roquan, the guy we're talking about right now, being our franchise guy for the next fucking 20 years.
I think John Fox he either went 5-11 or 6-10.
Yes,
exactly.
And before that,
and tell me this: with a rookie coach, they went 12-4.
What happened the next 3 years?
Everybody had a fucking birthday.
Thank you.
What happened the next years?
Wesley Snipes famously said, "The sun shines on a dog's ass someday."
Coach.
They were bum killers.
The damn fluke.
They were bum killers.
Thank you, Terrence.
They were bum killers because they had an easy schedule. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, Chris. Like, I'm not saying don't be cautiously optimistic, but remember, all this coming in is new from top
Hold on.
to bottom.
Let me look up that.
Everything
let me look up the
new.
opponents that they play next year, so I can crush your little feelings about this damn schedule.
Since 2014 from 2017, 2014 5 wins, 2015 6 wins, or 2015 6 wins, 2016 3 wins, 2017 5 wins. So again, as I saying, if you want to be 9-8 or whatever every year,
they went 12 and 4 next year, AB.
That's my point. You're making my point again. Why do you keep making my point for me and arguing with me? Yes,
you're not listening, Chris. When you lose year after year, when you lose,
draft capital for it, and then they got better and built a team.
Y'all act like they're going to be having second and third round picks the next 5 years.
AB, he's not listening. He's emotional right now.
No, he's
Here's the thing where we're talking.
First of all,
when you have
learn from football that there's always a team. There's always teams that go from worst to first. It's been happening for years.
We're not worst.
But
we're
you know why you go from worst to
third
first
all the time. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You go from worst to first because you get the draft capital, man. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
And you're let's not even look at the draft capital. Let's not look at the draft capital.
Ain't been shit since the '80s. That was maybe early 2000s.
Let's not even look at the draft capital.
One year, they just blew up.
Pin it.
Chris,
pin it, Vernon. Pin it. Draw it up. I'll sign the contract. Period.
Not listening. When you suck year after year after year, you're going to get that 1 year where you play teams that are actually worse than you. And you're actually going to win more games than you probably should have.
So you play the bottom of another division.
Thank you.
It's exactly what,
So the 12-4 season was an anomaly more than it was a success.
It was Vic Fangio.
Dude, we was a fucking double doink away from going to play either one of them weak-ass squads because they really didn't show me shit.
No.
We was a damn double doink away.
No, yeah, you're right.
Again,
we were. And then we would have went and played the Saints.
Shines on a dog's ass someday. That's it. That's all.
That's what I think about that shit. Y'all saying bullshit.
That's it. That's all. So you're a delusional fan, bro.
No, I'm not a delusional fan.
That's cool.
No, I'm giving you
but last year,
always come back.
The year before last, when the Bears limped into the playoffs 8-8 because of a fluke loss from Arizona, I ain't even want them to go to the playoffs. Give me that top 10 pick.
Yes.
Lose and give me that top 10 pick.
Absolutely. Yes. How do you think other teams win, man?
Back into the playoffs.
So let's blow up the whole fucking team, right? No.
You want to just keep all these guys around and just watch them waste away?
I guarantee you, we blow up this damn team, we ain't going to be shit in them 3 to 4 years that you talking. You want to know why? Because if our quarterback's the fucking truth, then we're going to have to pay his ass all that goddamn money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got 4 years to do that.
You
got 4 years to do that.
You won't get nothing, AB.
If you're telling me
you won't get nothing.
Hold on. Listen.
Ask Kansas City how they ask off the field.
I got something to say. So if you're telling me that in 2 years they can't jump up to a perennial level, right? How did Cincinnati just do it in 2 years, right? That's what you said. That's what you said.
Mic drop.
Cincinnati.
Done.
Tell me this.
Moving on.
Hold on. Before you talking about some done. Hold on. Tell me this. What on God's green earth made you even think that Cincinnati was going to be this good this year? There was not shit.
He never said that. What he said was what actually happened.
You were the guy making that argument.
No.
You were the guy doing this.
I
was the one telling you to
that
follow the model.
Show you that you can go from shit to sugar. You don't have to sit up there and blow shit up.
But you don't sit up here in mediocrityville 7-9 or whatever
let's
record
be honest.
And get better enough to do it when you've got aging players, man. You got guys
you never answered my
over
question.
Team, man.
What question is that?
What do you do if Eberflus goes 3-14 this year?
3-14.
because I'm getting a top 5 draft pick.
I mean, you're gonna get a top 5 draft pick. Chances
I said,
are
what are you?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna celebrate?
Terrence.
I mean, no. I mean, shit. I tell you just like this.
No. You said. You said there's a weak schedule and we should be able to compete. I asked you a specific question. 3 and 14.
If they go 3 and 14, it depends on how they went 3 and 14. Did they go 3 and 14 because of injuries? Did they go 3 and 14 because of bad coaching?
Can we just stick to the question, bro?
It matters. Quit acting like coaching ain't got nothing to do with teams' fucking records.
You have 3 ranking coaches.
It depends on how they went 3 and 14. If they went 3 and 14 because of fucking injuries, I can understand. If they went 3 and 14 because of coaching, you may have a problem.
So what's your lease? What's your lease for Eberflus being a rookie coach?
What's my what?
Leash. How much of a leash do you give him?
I mean, shit. His first year, hell, I give him about what? I think he can win 7 to 8 games.
That ain't what I asked you. I said, what's your leash before you say this ain't working? Let me get rid of it.
My leash? Shit, you got to give him about what? What they usually sign, what, 3 to 4 year deals?
I think he signed a 4-year deal, didn't he, baby?
Head coaches normally get
5, but I think he did a 4, right?
The offensive coordinators, all the underling guys, they normally get 4, yeah.
I'll give him about probably 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years?
Yeah.
What did David Cullen get?
Who?
Cullen.
Who's that? The guy from
Houston. What did he get?
What color is he again?
What did he get?
What color is he?
What did he get?
What color is he?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, the fuck he does. What color is he?
Oh, Chris, we going into this in Black History Month.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Okay. Because I can bring up Raheem Morris and do color. What did Urban Meyer get?
Urban Meyer fucked up because he's a jackass. He's always been doing that.
I just asked, what did he get?
That was a bad example.
He got a lap dance.
That's what he got, a goddamn lap dance.
Hey, man.
My wife at home with the kids.
Why don't we get into some shout-outs?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's get out before we kill each other.
Well, you go ahead and kick it off, JB.
Somebody said I'll rape little boys and girls.
But we don't know. You don't bring that up. We don't bring that up.
We don't say that shit.
I didn't even see that.
That ain't even.
Go ahead, JB.
Chris can go first after that comments.
I ain't going first. Hey, I'm just saying what they said on the damn comment.
He said some worse shit too, but I blocked him already.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so that
shit was
no more discussion. JB, go ahead, kick it off.
So to bullets, I'm gonna talk for AB real quick. He's not gonna let you know why Tom Brady's the GOAT.
That might be my shout out. So,
but we might let you know later on. But as much as Tom Brady has won, he's not my GOAT. I'm still going with Joe Montana. That's just me. That's just me. Tom Brady is a GOAT. He's just not my GOAT.
That's fair.
Shout out to Moms. I saw she was very prevalent in the chat. Shout out to Oliver Chapman, who's in the chat. A lot of people that we have not seen before. Love to see that. Thank you, Ahmad Merritt, for coming on, getting us started. We had a spirited discussion. As you see, guys, we all have a difference of opinion. We all have a fandom, but we also come together to bring this show at its utmost peak. And bear down, always. That's it.
Short, sweet. All right, it's on you, foul mouth.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to all our family and friends. Shout out to you guys. I love coming on here debating with you guys. It's always love.
Always.
It can get kind of heated and passionate, but that just shows our love for Chicago.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Yes, it does.
Hey, he said, thank you, AB. I said that, Bullets.
I know. I was like, why did he say me? But whatever.
Oh,
I'm living rent free. I'm living rent free in that head. I'm pretty sure.
I want to shout out to myself for talking about this schedule that the Bears play next year. Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Philadelphia,
Yeah.
Washington, Buffalo, Miami, Dallas,
New York.
Detroit again, Green Bay, Minnesota, New England, the Giants and the Jets, Atlanta, Houston. Well, now we're losing to Atlanta. Come on, man.
You don't know.
Oh my God!
We lose
to any given Sunday, right?
JB,
you always say that, don't you?
JB, we losing to New England?
Hell yeah!
That's a good defense.
This still Belichick, dude. Don't do that.
Defense.
So we losing to both New York teams too, huh?
I didn't say the Giants or the Jets. I didn't say nothing about that.
We lost to the Giants a couple years ago.
We just
that was a couple years ago. We ain't losing to
No. You know what? No. Hold on. That might not be that far off because remember who their head coach is now.
Yeah.
Brian Dable.
The guy I
wanted. And actual offensive guy to fix the problem, which is the offense.
Hey, is he going?
And don't sleep on Houston because if Deshaun Watson comes back,
he ain't coming back.
Deshaun Watson comes back, we're losing to Houston.
He ain't coming back. Okay, we're gonna.
I'll bet you your pina colada right now.
You damn right.
That's a bet. Shake on it virtually. That's a bet.
All right.
My
turn. Are you done?
Shout out to the kids, the kiddies.
It's always the kiddies with you.
Shout out to them. Shout out to my gorgeous girlfriend, and I'm trying to get cool points.
Love it, man.
Yeah, just shout out to that Mustang that came on today. Shout out to him too, Ahmad.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's it. I'm done.
All right. So
all right. It's me, man. The chat crazy. Love to have you back, Bullets. I'll get to you in a minute. Vernon, and you're killing it like always. Our buddy Tony Perkins came in here. John came in here. Awesome guys. Love what you guys brought today.
I saw Ivan. I'm sorry, Ivan Lee. He's a Mount Carmel caravan guy.
I didn't see him.
Here you go with Mount Carmel.
Shout out to B-Mac. You're right. Brady is the GOAT. We'll get to that. Our buddy Frank Marshall. Ivan Lee, there he is, agreeing with me, saying that he's the GOAT. Thank you, Ivan. Appreciate you, man. All the fans in here, awesome job. Great job. Tom Brady. Best playoff winning percentage. Passing on touchdowns, yards. Brady, again, 7 Super Bowls. Don't you always say they win the most when it matters? Tom Brady, he has a .745 winning percentage in the playoffs. Joe Montana, he has a .696. That's all I need. You want to have the Jordan debate the same way? That's what it is.
Tougher era. He played in tougher era.
You can say that.
Joe Montana never lost a Super Bowl either, though.
He didn't. You're right. He didn't. So that goes into the whole. Should LeBron be better than Jordan because he went to more finals, right?
No, it doesn't. And
winning percentage is what I'm going off of.
Early on, Tom Brady needs to thank
Don't count Super Bowls. How do you not count Super Bowls? How do you not count championships?
What?
That makes no sense, Bull.
Oh,
come on, Bullets.
Super Bowls, just count regular season game.
What?
No, come on.
What are you doing here? Like, oh, here we go with the Russell thing. No, see, that's not what we're doing here. Whenever Russell played, how many teams were in the league?
8 to 10? No, 8 to 12.
8 to 12. How many high caliber players were in the league? He's playing against plumbers and drywallers half the time, man. You can't tell me that Russell was better. You can't do that. What I can't read what? I'm reading exactly what I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you that this is what it is. This period. There's no debate with this with me. Winning percentage in the playoffs. He's went up against some real good guys because guess what? The older you get, The older the league gets, they get bigger, they get faster, they get stronger. You can debate me on the fact that offense has definitely taken over, but you can't debate me anything else but that, period. Sounds like excuses. No, sounds like facts, period. Sorry, parents. It's all you, buddy.
Wait. Don't get your shout out just yet. I have to say this. So, AB.
Yeah.
In your assessment.
Yes.
Tom Brady gets the credit for Adam Vinatieri kicking 3 game-winning field goals on the Super Bowl.
He got him down there, didn't he?
He
got him down there, didn't he?
Let me finish.
You want to do that with Joe Montana too?
He ain't never kicked no field goal to win no Super Bowl. They just
he threw a crazy pass to Frank Clark that
wasn't the Super Bowl. That wasn't the Super Bowl.
But he got him there with that, right? I could do the same thing with any quarterback in the league.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tom Brady gets the victory, gets the gusto, gets the all gravitas.
Yep.
When Adam Vinatieri kicks the game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Does he get the discredit or the loss if Adam Vinatieri
just
misses?
go for another one, man. Go.
He does. But guess what else he also has?
Does he?
Because guess what? Even if that's the case, he's still got 6 Super Bowls. He's still got more than your guy. And I could make the same debate about any quarterback because any quarterback needs a good team to win. Jerry Rice, we gonna talk about that.
Agreed.
I'm just talking about how he had the best wide receiver of all time.
This sounds like a debate for another show.
Real quick.
I'm just playing devil's advocate right now.
You think I can do some shout outs real quick so we can get off?
Just bias, Bolus. That's all it is. And that's fine. You're allowed to think that. That's what I think. Period.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, first shout out to the chat, piggybacking on what you were saying, Alan. We see a lot of new people.
Yeah, love it.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you for getting in the chat and lighting it up, especially Vernon, who's a regular. We saw Oliver, who's kind of a regular. We saw Mama, of course, she's a regular. Who else? Ivan. Yep. You're not a regular, but please be a regular. Don't be a stranger.
John.
John Santino. Yeah, he's a regular.
He's great. He's
kind of. But I love when John gets in here because he keeps it 100.
Tony Perkins.
And Tony Perkins, he keeps it. What I don't want to say keep it 100. I'll say keep it 1,000. Yeah, keep it.
We don't need to steal their motto.
I don't want to say
we don't
keep
need
it.
to steal their motto.
Right.
That's
somebody stealing their shit.
That's their motto, not
so. So let's not steal that. Let's say they're keeping it 1,000. All right. So we appreciate y'all for keeping it 1,000, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody who didn't even say anything, that's okay. You don't have to say anything. We appreciate y'all watching.
Lurker.
You are officially a lurker. Man. You are officially a lurker.
I think Bullets is becoming my troll right now. That's what's going on over here.
Well, we do appreciate y'all. We do appreciate y'all.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
For watching. So I have to give a really big shout out to Refined Handcrafted. See that?
Anyone got a magnifying glass? So I can read what the hell he's got. What is that?
I put it all in the camera.
Refined.
So Refined Handcrafted. Isn't that? That's a neat little
big can
logo. But so let me tell you real quick.
Glass.
Instead of drinking Moors, I wanted to change. So I made myself. Yeah, I know.
What?
I switched it up a little bit.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to make myself a whiskey sour.
Much love, Bullets.
Right? So I talked to a friend of mine who had
people are killing you right now.
Oh, my God.
Vernon said you're being all sentimental. Going to make you
stop
cry.
putting that shit up while I'm trying to talk about my shout-outs? God damn it.
That's part of the fun, man.
So Refined Handcrafted, he gave me this bottle. He said,
"What is it?"
Yeah, what is it?
It is a mixer. It is a mixer, and he has a bunch of recipes also. when you buy a bottle, get these recipes. You can make a Manhattan, you make a whiskey sour, and of course an old fashioned. So I wanted something different, so he gave me this bottle. And I wanted to make a whiskey sour instead of drinking Moors. I didn't want beer. So I used this. And I went by the little recipe and I came up with this. And let me tell you something. And I'm not going to just say that because, I know this person. But this shit was phenomenal. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. I'm not kidding. I've had 3 now. You can probably hear the slur.
I don't, but continue.
But this shit is really good. So big shout out to Refined Handcrafted. And if you have not noticed, then I'll be sounding like Robert Kraft Super Bowl speech.
Hey, that's hilarious. Hey, go back.
Hey man, why are you putting this shit up while I'm trying to speak, man?
Because it's our fans show. Our fans have the God-given right to say whatever they want.
This ain't a fan show right now.
It's always a fan show.
It's always a fan show.
Right now, it's not because I am talking about this.
Okay.
Melissa said it's like grapefruit juice.
If you can tell, this is I saw that shit too. If you can tell, this is a black-owned company. We're in Black History Month. There's a black-owned company, but it's really good. So I recommend that you try it. Anyway.
Where do you get it from, T?
Well, actually, you can order it directly from Refined Handcrafted.
Put that on. Put that up so we can know.
Okay, I will put that up for you. On the next show. I will put that up for you because it's on his business card and I didn't bring it in.
Okay.
So anyway, shout out to Moore's Beer, of course. There go. JB drinking it. AB, I know you're not drinking it. Chris, I'm gonna get
Never
you some.
Never gonna drink it again.
So I'll make sure I get you some. I got some out in the car.
Everybody make sure that you guys get it because I don't need it, right?
No, AB's supposed to get his tea. I remember I shipped
one day. One day.
Okay, I'll give you some, JB, and you ship it to AB.
Hold on, one quick question.
It might actually be.
Are we still doing the Simeon game or what?
No,
it's canceled.
Canceled.
What the?
I actually got another guy who got an exclusive with him, and right before they were about to get it, the organization or whatever was like, nobody's getting it. Nobody's getting in it. It's done. Sad, sucks.
Yeah.
Hope they reschedule, but I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
Shout out to Diversified Transportation, Irvin Small in there.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree with that. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Big friend of the show, man. That's my guy. I'm gonna make sure that he gets I'm gonna make sure that he gets some of this drip, some of this Chicago Clubhouse drip. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put up a link to a website where everybody can get some drip. So make sure you get that. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube page, go do that right now. Right now.
Subscribe, flag on you.
Chicago Clubhouse, go subscribe right now. If you are not on our group page in Facebook, go join it right now.
Right now. There's no excuse.
Twitter.
No excuse. My mama
Twitter.
Twitter.
There, man.
And also Instagram, Chicago Clubhouse Sports. Go right now. Right now. Don't wait. Go right now.
Don't wait.
Yeah, we're on all of that. All right. So make sure you follow us, you tag us, whatever. Just do it right now. Next week. Who is on next week? I can't
TJ.
Man. I can't keep who?
TJ, man.
How
former Chicago Bear Tim Jennings, everybody.
My goddamn boy.
I can't hit the
Tim
button.
Jennings is on next week.
It's gonna be great.
How
Can't
could
wait.
I forget that? My bad, Tim. Shout out to Tim, man.
I actually have a very.
You didn't forget because I reminded you.
I was told by somebody else that asked him something that is gonna blow your mind. Promise.
You said what?
I got told by somebody who has spoken to him in the past about something that he said to somebody that I'm gonna ask him next week, and it's gonna definitely blow your mind about his relationship when he was with Mark Trestman.
That was like some cold.
You're gonna really be like, whoa, wait a minute. Like
I asked somebody about something, and I'm gonna tell somebody.
Hold up.
That was some speaking in codes type shit.
Yeah, it is. It's called a teaser. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, don't tease me, guys.
Hey, put that pinky down, man. Put the pinky down.
Put that pinky down. I saw that pinky go up. I'm gonna cut that. I'm cutting
pinky
that.
Up, goddamn, pinky's up. At least I'm not taking lavender baths, man.
I knew it.
Lavender baths. Hey,
I may just leave this up for the whole show, man.
I may drink that once in a while, but I'm not taking lavender baths and wrapping my head up in a towel.
I don't even have any hair, man. I ain't even got any hair.
Listening to.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna add more now.
Share and shit.
Share.
I'm not listening to Cher taking a lavender bath. Celine Dion.
Listen to the theme song from Titanic and shit, right?
Right.
Hey, and he's throwing bullets in and drinking Zima. Hey,
Zima.
Why are we the only show in the world that brings Zima back?
Like, you need to get a hold of them and start getting
Zima owes us some money.
They gotta owe us something.
We got people looking at retro like, man, I need to get a Zima. I remember Zima.
They owe Bullet some money for bringing it back.
Yeah, he did.
It's all one.
One of these weeks, I'm gonna go find some somewhere, and
dude,
I'm just gonna randomly pull it in, and I'm gonna be like, "Where you at, Bullets? I got it."
If you find some damn Zima,
I will. There's no if. I'm going to find some Zima, and then I'm gonna drink it, and then like immediately want to throw up because that shit's garbage.
Hey,
it is not.
Shout out to Tilly's. Shout out to Tilly's.
Oh, they selling in Japan.
Sir is the manager there.
Hey, Bullets said they still selling in Japan.
Listen to Terrence right now. He's trying to do his shout out, man.
I'm sorry, T.
Gavin. Shout out to Gavin. He's the owner of Tilly's. Go out to Tilly's and let them know that Terrence sent you. You'll get a discount on something.
How much?
I don't know what, but on something.
I might go.
You might get a discount on the drink. You might get a discount on the food.
Walmart.
Yes, you might get it free. You never know. Just go out there, say Terrence.
I'm okay with that.
I'm definitely good for free.
We're all good with free.
And shout out to Lek Pod. Shout out to Lek Pod. D-Son. Definitely shout out to them,
our
man.
Guy, man.
Yeah, that's our guy. And SportsZone.
Yes.
I never really even say them, but shout out to SportsZone. They got a lot of good shows on SportsZone.
Shout out to Ivan Vargas for having us on Friday night too. Make sure that you go check them out, man. Absolutely.
Damn, Ivan, what am I? Chopped liver? I can't get on your podcast.
You could have.
That's all right. It's all good, man.
You're the CEO. You got better stuff to do.
I'm not worried about it, man.
CEO's got better shit to do on a Friday night.
I ain't no better than y'all, man.
Friday night?
I ain't got shit else to do, man.
Friday night. Yes, you do. You know Friday night you go live.
What I'm not doing is I'm not taking lavender bubble bath. That's what I'm not doing. On my Friday nights, God damn it. But
sounds like a good Friday.
I think that might be that might be. Oh, shout out to Tommy. He sent me an Endure shirt. He has a book out called Endure, and it's about his how he was playing through the pain. You know, as an athlete, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough on your mental. It's tough on your body. Especially when you get injuries, and we all know that Tommy, you know, he had some injuries, but he played through that shit. And we know that he has some emotional obstacles too.
Right.
He played through all that shit.
See, can I add one more shout out for you? Can I shout out Eric Kramer from last Wednesday on She Said What She Said, speaking about mental health? That was awesome.
Of course. Yeah,
that was awesome. Our man Eric Kramer, EK. If you haven't seen it, go back and check our Wednesday show, She Said What She Said, and look at that pivotal interview because the man really dug into what he went through and all about mental health.
Yes, definitely. Definitely go check that out.
You muted.
So just so everyone knows that this is the book that Terrence is talking about for Tommy Harris. Make sure you get out, man. I can't wait. I still got to go get mine because, man, he told us some good stories about that. I'm very, very interested in reading that book. I'm an audiobook guy, so I hope he's got an audio version.
Me too. Too. But yeah, man. So check out Tommy's book. Also, Major Wright has a book too. What free wine coolers if you
okay, where's Melissa at?
Get out of here. Get
out of here. Coming for you today, man. They're coming for you and me both.
Get her out of here. Get all these people the fuck out of here talking about my shit.
Hey, look.
If you're talking about my shit, get them out of here.
When you first showed it,
all right, AB.
I like that shirt.
All right.
But when
it is a good shirt. I'm actually mad I didn't get one of them.
Hey, Terrence, when you first showed it, I told you, I said, what are you putting with that chaser? Did I not?
Yeah.
So
I gave you an out.
So I have the maker's mark upstairs. That's exactly what I put in here.
Ooh, nice.
With this, and it makes this pretty orange.
No, I was talking about the Seagram's Wild Cherry.
Oh, we're not talking about that no more, man. We're not talking about that.
Black
cherry, yeah.
That's a chaser for some tequila.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Well, y'all sound like some true alcoholics on here.
I take my tequila straight always.
I did not mention that. I did put Maker's Mark in here.
The 46 or the base?
Oh God.
No, the 46.
You got to go with the 46. Ooh, yes, sir.
And you mix that in here, mix a little lemon juice.
Shit.
And man,
why do I feel like I'm going to bartending school right now?
It's probably the best whiskey sour. Hey, look,
Chris.
And you gotta get the drink spoon.
What the?
Man, he get drink spoon.
Hey, dude, you are like way too fancy right now.
Hey, man, I'm like Tom Cruise on Cocktail. God damn it!
I use my finger and then.
No, man, you gotta go get the official bartender spoon. Come on, man.
Got you, bullets. I'm not paying. What's that, like $12? I'm not buying it.
All right, man. I think
he sent me a thing about getting Zima from Japan.
I got it too. Hey, look.
Hey, friends and family. Any friends and family I got, shout out. I usually don't have any family support, but I might have a little family support today. Appreciate y'all. If y'all are on here, that's about it for my shout outs.
Shout out to the Bulls for winning tonight.
Did they win? Absolutely. It's about time they beat the Magic. Oh, man, I got tired of hearing about Wendell Carter just beating down Vooch all the time. Ugh.
Did anybody feel a little slighted out that Blazers game the other day? Like, I got a little nervous.
Oh, that I didn't watch that, but that's what I kept hearing. That
I got a little nervous. You got a little too close for comfort.
You got to remember how many guys they got out though right now, man. Like
I know, but
the fact that
Dame is not playing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But that's a story for another day.
Yeah, off the tracks. Just right, Oliver. Off the tracks. That's what we do.
That's what y'all do.
So, guys, make sure, just so everybody knows, man, this snow is coming. Be careful out there. Be safe. Drive safe. Stay indoors if you can. Get away from this shit.
Drive safe. Chicago.
Beep, beep, beep.
And
there she go again. She getting you. Hey, Melissa, shoot, where are you at? Because you're
coming for you, man.
Hey, she getting tea.
Whatever, man. So with all of that being said,
Melissa about to be a P1
for my man, Foul Mouth C. My man JB, the stat man, who knows every single stat from the 80s and 90s basketball and football.
Damn near.
My man AB, the X Factor. I am T Nick, the point guard, quarterback, the coolest dude in the room, with my pinky up. And bye-bye.
Y'all have a good one. We tried.
We out.
We out.
Later.
We out.
Yeah, we done here.
We out. Okay, so we out.
If you're not watching this, flag on you.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production. We out.